Have you ever wondered why a dedicated astronomy camera looks so different from a typical camera? Even if you haven't, here's another rabbit hole for you to dive into. A typical camera can be used for astrophotography, but there are drawbacks. While a regular camera works fine capturing brighter deep sky objects like the Orion Nebula or the Andromeda Galaxy, it may take longer to capture dimmer targets like the California Nebula or the Jellyfish Nebula. Regular cameras tend to be heavier, they produce more heat, which means more noise or grain in your photos, and they also have filtering that drastically reduce one of the most important light wavelengths in astrophotography, being hydrogen alpha. There are businesses that remove this filtering, but you void your camera's manufacturer warranty and you can pretty much forget about using that camera for anything other than astrophotography. A dedicated astronomy camera, whether one-shot color or monochrome, is much more sensitive to light, although a monochrome camera will come out on top. Astro cameras don't have filtering that cut off hydrogen alpha light, and with more light sensitivity, you can capture deep sky objects faster and in more detail. And one of the biggest advantages of a dedicated astronomy camera is the ability to keep cool. Some of these cameras are equipped with a cooling system that can drop the temperature of its sensor down to as low as -40°C. This drastically reduces image noise. It can't always be sunshine and rainbows though, because one of the biggest drawbacks of a dedicated astronomy camera is the way they need to be controlled. To minimize heat production, reduce size and weight, and to make room for the cooling system, dedicated astronomy cameras don't have any buttons, a viewfinder, or LCD screen. They have to be plugged into a laptop or Wi-Fi controller and run with separate software. While most astrophotographers do start out with a regular camera, many of us who reach the point of wanting to take our images to the next level eventually end up moving on to a dedicated astronomy camera.